morning children. Welcome to the English class. So in the previous class, we saw the story, The Four Dragons. Today, let's see a few exercises from the chapter. So all of you please take your English reader and turn to page number 56. So if you haven't read the story once again, I suggest you read the story first and then come back to the exercise. So shall we see the exercises? The first one is reading comprehension. Question A. With your elbow partner, order the sentences as you read them in the story. So make sure you read the story thoroughly and you can see a few sentences taken from the story. You have to order or sequence these sentences or number these sentences according to the time of their happening as mentioned in the story. So you please pause the video, finish numbering the sentences and come back. Hope you are done with that activity. Now let's see the correct sequence of sentences. So the first sentence is, the people on earth were dying because the land was dry. The second one is, the dragons went to see the Jade Emperor. The Jade Emperor did not send rain to earth. What happened next? The dragons scooped up water and sprayed it into the sky. The dragons were imprisoned under huge mountains. The dragons turned themselves into rivers. So I hope you got the sentences in correct order. Now let's move on to the next set of exercise. It's B, answer these questions. And what is the first question? What were the people on earth doing? Why? So what were they doing and why? The people on the earth were praying for rain as the earth had dried up. The people were hungry as their crops had withered and they had no rice to eat. Some were eating dry grass and roots. Clear? Now, question number 2. Why did the dragons go to see the Jade Emperor? The dragons went to see the Jade Emperor to request him to send rain to help the people. Now, question number 3. How did the dragons help the people on earth? How did they help the people? The dragons helped the people on the earth by scooping up water from the sea and spraying it towards the sky. The water fell like raindrops and saved the people. Clear? Question number 4. Who punished the dragons and why? The Jade Emperor punished the dragons because they had brought rain to the people on the earth without taking his permission. So he had the dragons imprisoned under huge mountains. Clear? Now question number 5. How did the dragons continue to help the people on earth? The imprisoned dragons continued to help the people on the earth. They turned themselves into rivers so that they could keep the land green and fertile to help the people for the rest of their life. So I hope these questions and answers are clear to you. Now the next session is session C, think and answer. You have 2 questions there. Read the 2 questions carefully, think about the answer and you may note down your answer in your notebook. You can do this as an activity now. Please pause the video, finish it and come back. Hope you're done with that activity. Now let me share my thoughts on these questions and their answers. The first question, do you think that the dragons should have stayed in the sea and behaved themselves? Give reasons for your answer. So I think no, if they had, the people on the earth would have continued to suffer due to the hunger and many would have fallen sick or died. Now, question number 2. Is the Jade Emperor a good ruler? Why or why not? So I think the Jade Emperor is not a good ruler. He does not care about the people on the earth who are suffering as there was no rain. When the dragons come to request him to send rain, he is not pleased to see them as he was listening to the song of fairies. He promises to send rain the next day but never did even after 10 days. He is uncaring and selfish. Values and life skills. Now children, I would like to talk to you about kindness today. What is kindness? Kindness can be defined as the quality of being friendly, considerate or affectionate towards fellow beings. To be kind is an evidence of good character. Having genuine kindness is true consideration and respect for others. So children, be kind to everyone and everything around you. Offer your help to someone. Ask someone how their day is going. Be a good listener. Buy someone food. Or just smile. A small random act of kindness can go a long way. Now, in this session, a fun exercise is given. Form groups. Imagine you are a dragon. Discuss these questions. And you can see the picture of a dragon there. Just imagine that you are a dragon. And imagine what do you look like? Why are you going to help them? What are your qualities? And how are you going to help them? We can imagine all this situation and answer accordingly. We can discuss your answers with your parents or your family. Now let's see the next session, vocabulary. You see this box in page number 57 and what is given there? Sometimes in English, we use an adjective and a noun together to make a collocation. And let's see what is that. Look at these sentences. The red ball belonged to the little girl. Here the word red is an adjective and the word ball is a noun. And little is an adjective and girl is a noun. So here you can see an adjective and a noun is used together in combination. So when you use an adjective or a noun in combination, it's called a collocation. And you have more examples in the next page, page number 57. The naughty dog bit the tall boy. The naughty is the adjective, dog is the noun, here tall is the adjective and boy is the noun. And in the next example, an old lady was speaking to the kind dragon. So the word underlined is the adjective and the word in red is the noun. Here also the word underlined kind is the adjective and the word dragon is the noun. So these words make collocations of nouns and adjectives. I hope you are clear with this. Now keep this in your mind while we move on to the next exercise. Look at the adjectives in the box below. Working with your elbow partner, add the correct adjectives to the nouns in the boxes to describe the characters in the story. So you are given a few choices of adjectives and below that you can see in each question you are shown one picture and a word is given. So you have to identify the adjectives that will describe this noun given there and you have to write down the sentences from the story where these adjectives and nouns are used. So you can do this as an activity now. Once you are done with that, you can come back. Please pause the video and do the activity. Hope you are done with that. Now let's discuss the answers. The first one, emperor. So in the story, the emperor is described as unkind, selfish and angry. These are three adjectives that was used along with the noun emperor. So from the story, we can write these three sentences. The selfish emperor was not happy to see them. If you haven't written, you can write it now. The unkind emperor did not send rain down to earth. The angry emperor punished the dragons. Clear? Now let's see the next word, dragons. So the dragons were described as helpful, fearless and scared. So let's see the sentences. The helpful dragons saved the starving people. The fearless dragons went to the emperor. The scared dragons listened to their punishment. Clear? Now the next one, people. The people were hungry and grateful as mentioned in the story. So the sentences are, the hungry people prayed for rain. The grateful people thanked the dragons. Clear? Now let's see what are synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms are words or phrases that have the same meaning or almost the same meaning as the given word or phrase. And one example is given in the text itself. Hot and warm is a synonym. Another example, beautiful. Pretty is a synonym to beautiful. And rich. Wealthy is a synonym to rich. You can find more examples. Now, antonyms means words that are opposite in meaning to the given word or phrase. And one example is given in the textbook itself, hot. And what is the antonym of hot? It is cold. Small, big. Bad, good. Full, empty. You can find your own more examples. Now, below that, you can see an exercise. Look at the stars below. If you think the two words are synonyms, color the star green. If you think the two words are antonyms, color the star red. So you can see a few stars there and two words are given within each star. And if you think the given two words in each star is a synonym of each other, you can color the star green. And if the given words within a star are antonyms, we can color the star red. So you can do this as an activity. You do this activity, take a picture and send us through Teams. So that's all for today, children. We'll see the rest of the exercises in the next class. Until then, bye.